Sometimes we're live, for a little bit before.
Sometimes we're live. We're just having a little bit of profanity there. Nothing that you wouldn't expect from us. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It was only about a nail. She's chipped that nail. So we're just saying, I wonder how that happened. That's all. Somebody's been given the bird too much. Oh, when you join us, say hi. Let us know that you're here. We are really excited to be with you today. And we can't believe it's finally here after weeks and weeks of waiting, planning, excitement. Today is the day number 1 of Supercharge Your Self-Confidence, the last challenge of Supercharge in 2020.
Yes.
Can you believe it?
Yes. It's because we've been talking, like for us behind the scenes, we've been talking about this for months. Well, when did we do the last one? May or June? Or well, September, 3 months ago.
It was the beginning of June.
There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on to make everything just look like it runs seamlessly above the water.
That was for Wendy, by the way.
There you go, Wendy. Can you see? I've chipped me friggin' nail. So we're very excited. Very, very excited.
Oh, we can't wait either, Kerry. We are really looking forward to it. And it is a lot, and honestly, I said I went and got my lashes done this morning by the gorgeous Nikki. And I said, there's probably much easier ways to spend your September. Hey Tanya, I can't describe, we've probably had every technical gremlin that could go wrong, but we don't care. It's not going to stop us from doing this, because what is amazing in that group,
hi Sarah,
I mean, if you're not in it already, some of you girls are, I know, isn't it just amazing, the level of support in the Facebook group already, the level of love, the level of encouragement, the level of cheerleading. And I know some people will just be sitting quietly watching, and some people have even posted in there saying, I feel like I'm reading all these stories and they're all amazing and I'm so ordinary and I don't deserve to be here. But that's why that's exactly what the group's for, right? Because I think I'm inferior to Cheryl. Cheryl doesn't necessarily think she's inferior, but you next to the next person, we're always comparing each other, aren't we? We're always comparing ourselves. And a lot of the feedback in the group, when we're asking the question every day, we're worried about judgment, we're worried about failing, we're comparing ourselves all the time to other people and always thinking that we're not good enough. And that's why we created this group. Hey, Sally, first timer. Oh, Sally, we're going to knock that virginity right out of you.
Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it? Because obviously everyone who's joined the group has joined for a reason, but everyone's coming from different places as well, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you feel inferior and I don't feel inferior, then I still have other things that I lack confidence in. It just might not be comparing myself to others.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
We've all got our thing, haven't we?
It all manifests in us in a different way, and it doesn't matter where you're coming from. You can always increase your self-confidence, always. Because nobody is 10 out of 10 in all areas of their life. And if you are, then you stood still and you're not moving forward. So we can all notch our confidence up, even us, we're doing this. Our confidence will be improved in some other ways, because not doing this, because we do this every day. But when we go in our elite coaching group, every week we'll go to our coaching sessions and we're surrounded by women who have had businesses a lot longer than us and are having bigger impacts than us. We're like this, sat there, feeling I feel like I'm at high school on my first day. I feel like I've just gone back to school. I'm like, hee, like a giddy little kid, So it doesn't matter where you're coming from. We can all do with some inner confidence boosting.
And it doesn't matter what your confidence is at. If I say you're out of 10, what's your confidence? And it's a 7, great, let's get to a 10. If it's a 2, let's get to a 5. There's always room for growth. Nobody in our circles ever says they're a 10 out of 10. Vicky, your daughter's with you. Oh, that's okay. I'll try and keep my language clean then. It's a good job you didn't see us in the green room. There was some profanities going on. Her class bubble is closed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That does not bode well. Oh, sorry, Charlotte, I took that at the same time. So day 1 tonight at 8 o'clock, we'll be live in the Facebook group, Supercharge Your Self-Confidence, doing the day 1 activities, which is all really around, we get everybody to rate where they're at, which is really powerful, and talk a little bit about the week, and then we go in quite quickly with the coaching, because we've got so much to cover. And a lot of what we do tonight is about really trying to tap in to that next level of what life's going to be like when we have got this confidence, because it's very easy to stay stuck. If you keep thinking about the stuff that you've got now, that's where you're going to stay. It's our job as coaches to try and help the guys with us to look forward and start to get excited about what this newfound confidence that they're going to acquire this week is going to give them. Reading Get Rich, I'm reading Get Rich Lucky Bitch. Thank you for recommending. It's such a good book, isn't it? And it does the basics of manifesting and about the issues of dealing with judgment, which when you read through the Facebook group comments, a lot of judgment is in there in terms of how we judge ourselves. Like, we're very, very hard on ourselves. And oftentimes when I asked the question the day of, like, who is it that kind of triggers your lack of confidence? Where do you tend to compare yourself and feel like you're lacking? And it was around, when I see people with the nice houses and the great job and the great kids and and they look like, and they've got all their shit together. Not they look like, they've got all their shit together. We do this thing, don't we, Cheryl, with these massive assumptions of, you look happy and you're smiling, you've got your lovely suit on or your lovely clothes, your nice shoes, your nice handbag, you've got your shit together.
Yeah, when we do well with mind reading, but it's all projection. So we do that and make an assumption that someone else got the shit together when we have no clue at all. People will look at us and think we've got our shit together. We might be crumbling inside, but we just project it out. When we're feeling insecure and we're lacking confidence and we've got low self-esteem, because for some reason it doesn't make us feel better, but it's something we get stuck in this cycle of doing it. So when our confidence is low, we just get stuck in this cycle of comparing, judging, looking at other people, making ourselves feel like there's a child on the lap. Yeah, making ourselves not feel very good. And we just get stuck in this cycle and find it hard to snap out of it, to step off it, to actually have a look and see what is real, because it's all just an illusion. Yeah. It's all just a story that we make up in our own minds. And a lot of the time we're not aware that we're making stories, or we think that's reality and it isn't.
And I spoke on Saturday, didn't I? Like quite some length in the group. I shared my, a big chunk of my personal story about why helping people, and especially women, with their confidence is so important to me, and why dropping that shame shield and being honest about what your life really looks like is important to me, because I spent a long time with a very big, very heavy shame shield, keeping a whole private life to myself. And people used to say that to me all the time during that time. God, like, I'd love to do what you do. Or, you're always so happy. You're always so bubbly. You're always so fun. It was all BS. But every time somebody then says that to you, it makes it harder for you to say, it's not actually. Like, on the inside, I feel quite broken. I feel very, my life is nothing like what you must think it looks like on the outside. But people will be looking at me, making those assumptions. And what do you do when people are saying that to you? You don't stop and go, actually, no, it's all a bit of a dung heap on the inside. Like, if you knew what was really going on behind closed doors, like, you'd be mortified. You don't, do you? You just smile and say thank you and keep up the
facade.
Yeah, and think, well, I don't want to let people down. God, if they really knew. And then you beat up on yourself because you think, God, if they really knew what I was like. It's like if someone says you're a good mom and you've lost your temper that morning at the kids, you feel like you can't possibly take the compliment on board because you were just screaming at the kids an hour ago. So you're such a fake, and then you beat up on yourself for that. So we're very, very good at judging ourselves. We're very good at being hard on ourselves. And we just really struggle to have self-kindness a lot of the time, don't we? Which is what we'll be looking at too.
Oh, I mean, the way that we talk to ourselves, like, would never speak to other people. A lot of the time, the way we speak to ourselves, and that's the internal dialogue that we have going on when we're beating ourselves up, when we've got these BS stories that we're just sucked into and just going round and round and round. And the things we say to ourselves are utterly ridiculous. But what will help you to do tonight, because we all get caught up in it, is be able to spot quicker when you're in that and be able to get yourself out, because we all do it. And we're always, it's going to be a thing that we'll do for the whole of our lives. Just the thing that we help you with is that it's less so, the voice is quieter, and you realize what you're doing quicker and are able to choose again and get yourself back into a more positive mindset. Be kind, be nice.
Definitely. And it's really important because I've seen a few people message in there, and I've had a lot of personal DM messages saying, please help me. Like, I want to stop thinking negatively. The reality is, and I think I put a post in about the other day, like, nobody doesn't ever think negative thoughts, like, ever. Like, everybody, I have negative thoughts, Cheryl has negative thoughts. The difference is it doesn't derail us. The difference is that when we have them, if it does bump us a little bit, we don't stay in that space, in that place of unhappiness, of beating ourselves up and judging ourselves. We recognize quite quickly and bring ourselves back to what we call alignment. And in the challenge, a lot of the tools that will be given you are tools to do exactly that, because thinking I never want to think negatively again just isn't real. And anybody who tells you that there's a pill that you can take so that you feel happy all the time, it's just complete crap. Like, everybody's got a monkey mind. Everybody, even the most positive person on God's earth, has got a monkey mind. Our job is how we tame it, how we live with it, how we make sure that the monkey mind isn't the mind, and that's not the thing that we listen to. Thank you for permission to swear as well. It's because Caleb's not in the house, so I go wild when he's not in the house. You are welcome anytime, late or not, don't worry.
I don't know who you are, but hello.
So what's the thing that you get most excited about for tonight, Cheryl? Like, for launch night of a challenge like this that we know has been like 3 months in the preparation, in the making, and weeks in the launch. What are you most looking forward to?
Well, we've got so far 1,210 people have signed up to the challenge.
Crazy.
1,210 people. So that is amazing. So I'm excited to be in our true zone of genius, because what Donna and I love to do is be with a large group of people and literally coaching, letting our aha moments go off, light bulb moments, and just spreading our energy across the group. And I'm just excited to just get started, really. Like, this is what the 3 months build-up's all been about, us going live and starting to coach and helping people to transform their lives. That's why we get out of bed every day.
Every day. It's when somebody as well, isn't it, says, oh my God, that's me. That's what I do.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just going to say, it's been happening anyway. Like, people are already having aha and light bulb moments in the group. But actually, once we start to go live, and just the energy and everything is very exciting. What about you?
It's mad because we're not in the same room with you guys when we go live. Obviously, we're on Facebook, and we do the Monday to Wednesday, the lives at 8:00 every night off through the Facebook group. Thursday it's on Zoom, so we get to see you as well if you want to be seen. But you can feel the energy. You can feel the determinedness, if that's a word, of people wanting to step out of that comfort zone and ready to be shown how to do that. I love the mix that we get, people who've done it before with us and people who have never done it before. And then no matter, even if they've heard it before, something will resonate. And when the message, that aha moment, saying, I've just realized that's me, that's what I do. That's what I've been thinking. And now I know, like, because there's that awareness, then they know they're going to change it. But things sit in your blind spot. We were coaching one of our clients on Friday in an intensive session, and he's worked with us. He's a coach. He's absolutely amazing. But he had an aha moment about a limiting belief he's got, and it nearly knocked him off his feet, didn't he? He was like, I can't believe I haven't seen that. So that, for me, that moment when somebody just gets that insight into why they're thinking or why they're blocked or how they're blocking themselves, like, it's just priceless. Like, it gives me goosebumps every single time, because they're going to take a different inspired action because of that insight.
Absolutely. Vicky, yes. Well, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are live in the Facebook group, you'll then be able to go in and still watch the live, even if you haven't seen it on time. They're all in the group. So
yeah,
yes,
and it's great because it's there. You haven't got to wait for us to send you the link. But what we do is we always, the next day, either that night or the next morning, send you the link with the reminder, just so that you can make sure you watch it and do your homework that you'll have before the next night. Oh, we're really excited,
too.
We're excited too. So
I have got the link though for anyone who might not be registered.
Oh my goodness. If you're
what
not
is wrong with you?
What is wrong? I know, you've got to come and join us. And please, if you're comfortable, send the link to somebody else. And remember, if they say that you sent them the link when you join, you're in the chance to be you go into the prize draw for referrals, and that person could win £100 cash back. So there you go. And we've got a prize within the group for a £495 breakthrough session for the person who, what was that one for? That's for
referrals as well. But you have to, when you refer somebody, you've got to use the link that we've just shared there.
Yeah.
We can't just go and say, you can't add people into the group, basically. We have to have them click on the link so we've got all their details so that they make sure they get all the information. So
on the membership questions, they just have to say it was you that recommended it. That's all. They just have to give your name. We capture everything else. So it's your first time. You are going to love it. I promise you. We are so excited. Like excited. I feel like I've said that word 50 million times and it doesn't even come close to telling you how much we're looking forward to it, and to be part of your energy and create this space for you to have quantum leap growth, if you allow it to be that for you. Okay.
Absolutely.
So
happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Let's get the middle of September rocking. We will see you all live in the Supercharge Self-Confidence Facebook group at 8 p.m. tonight. See you there, guys. Have an amazing Monday.